Hello, it is Wednesday, July 30th, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Wednesday crossword today, which means we've got a midweek, mid-difficulty crossword, and I can immediately see something very unusual about this puzzle. We've got two cells that seem to be sort of sequestered in a little box there. I'm curious what that's all about. In any case, I'll be solving this normally. I'm actually in a bit of a hurry today, so hopefully this won't take me too long. And today's hopefully not too lengthy edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Chelsea B., Trennan, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. Their generous support does keep this channel going day by day, week by week, and I'm very grateful to them for that. Thank you to those four and to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. If you'd like to support it yourself, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link. You'll find bonus videos such as the recent Q&A video I did with patrons, and if you're a benefactor like those four I've just mentioned, there's also the Let's Check the Crosses official Daily Solve coffee mug. Thanks again to everybody who supports the channel at any level via Patreon. And let's get on to today's crossword, shall we? This is a collaborative construction by Thomas Byrne, a debut constructor, welcome to Thomas, and Daniel Bodley, who's constructed, I think, around a dozen puzzles for the New York Times, so welcome back to Daniel. It's a Wednesday-themed crossword. We can certainly see something thematic going on there with those sequestered cells, and it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. Let's start solving. All right, we've got four sets of two sequestered. So, oh, interesting. And the answers seem to go through them. Huh, okay. Intriguing. Dallas Baller. Oh, I think I actually know this. Is it the Dallas Mavericks? Could it be Mav? Let's see. Exam for a prospective osteopath. MCATs are, that's some kind of medical, I think, test you take for medical school or something. Ration out, yes, to ration out supplies would be to allot them. Trail left by a jet. Vapor trail? Zugspitze, for one, would be an Alp, one of the mountains of the Alps. And then got ready to post on Insta, say, took a pic. You took a picture, to prepare to post it, I guess. Word after sand or speed. Sand trap or speed trap. There we go. Okay, so those all look good. So let's try this now. Popular oldies. Classic rock, maybe? Classic, what would fit in four letters? That's all I can think of. Interesting. So I wonder if these are all doubled letters, maybe? Don't know what it means yet, obviously. Sigmatism. A lisp. Is a sigmatism a lisp? That sounds plausible. When Elphaba and Glinda sing Defying Gravity in Broadway's Wicked, it must be Act 1. Let's see. If something doesn't have something, it lacks it. And like some cookies or ice cream treats, maybe this isn't classic rock. Classic hits? Because this could be chocolate something. Chocolate, like some cookies. Chocolate chipped? No. You wouldn't really say that anyway. I don't know. Let's see. Money in Laos. Oh, what is the Laos? Is it the kip? What is it? Put a cork in, say. Yeah. If you stop something up, you put a cork in it. RV hookup. Yeah, this is just an alphabetical run. So RSTUV. So it looks like it's referring to a recreational vehicle, caravan, but no. It's funny that the answer is also stew, which is a common name referenced in the New York Times crossword. Okay, so classic hits is looking all right. Design bit, yeah, a specification. That's correct. So then, where everyone is at home. Where everyone is at home. Not sure. It could just mean if everyone's not out. It could mean home plate in a baseball context. Where everyone is at home. I don't know. Could just mean home team of any sport. Murkiness. Don't know. Let's go up here. What you might add to fruit to make a drink. Aid? Like lemonade, limeade? To reference a drink. Writes off over time. Amortizes? Yeah, in a business, if you kind of amortize something, you sort of write off a bit of its value on, I don't know, a monthly basis or whatever. Stink eye. Some kind of glare, I don't know. Engrave, to etch something would be to engrave it. School whose mascot is Tim the Beaver. I don't actually know this, but with the M and T, I'm guessing MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I guess that would make sense because beavers are sort of natural engineers. They build dams, and MIT is an engineering school, so that's probably right. Grishnak or Gothmog in The Lord of the Rings. I don't know or remember these names, but I'm guessing based on the fill that they're orcs. So either one of them is a single orc, even though we've got two of them listed. Because we're saying or, we're only referring to one. Where everyone is at home. Oh, I see, it's Earth. We're all at home on Earth. Fair enough. Stink eye, a dirty look. There we go. And then murkiness is opacity. There we go. You can't see through it. Your object might be your aim, your intention. And then beverage served alongside the treats in this puzzle. Oh. Oh, are these Oreos? Milk. Are these meant to be Oreos? The sort of, black biscuit bit and then the white cream in there? Why is it SS? I don't know. Beer hall recyclables. I don't know. Shish kebab. God rejected by Daphne in myth. Apollo. Beer hall recyclables. What is this? Summer hangout locale. The pool, I suppose? What is this? Beer hall recyclables. How do I not see what this is? What about this? Land of Llamas and Losa, Peru. Since 5 years since, 5 years ago, 5 years, or since maybe because you did that, since you did that. Oh, I can't think what the right synonym is here. Man's name that's a woman's name backwards. RT? No. I don't know. I can't think. Oh, Nora? Aaron? Yeah. Aaron and Nora. That's what it is. Okay. Or at least that's a plausible answer. Since. I can't see what it is still. Oh, as of. Oh, right. Since 5 days ago. As of 5 days ago. That's what it is. So bottles. Oh, it is. They are. Oh, it's double stuff Oreos. I know what these are, and they're referenced in the New York Times occasionally. So, yeah. So we have SSTT. I bet this will be UU. That's interesting. Oh, vacuums. And FF. Yeah, so double stuff Oreos. That's very funny. It's, wow, yeah. A theme based around one variant of the official snack cookie of the New York Times crossword, the Oreo, in this case, double stuff Oreos. So we can probably just put in vacuums or empty spaces. And then, whoops, what about this one? Consequence. I don't know if I'm going to be able to guess this off the top of my head, but we'll come back to it. Oh, and this will be the, I can tell. Yeah, extra thick Nabisco treats hinted at 4 times in this puzzle. These are the double stuff Oreos, right? Which I don't know that I've ever sort of eaten them or seen them in person, but presumably they have twice as much cream in between. Bout stoppers in brief are KOs, knockouts, and then a hectocomb metaphorically is a zoo. Yeah, you could say this place is a total zoo. Okay, like poker champion Chris Moneymaker's name. Presumably, yeah, it's an apt name. I guess it's poker champion, so I don't even have to say presumably. This person has certainly won money, made money from poker. Supplementary result would be an outcome or something? I don't know. It might appear to give you options, a pop-up menu. So appear not in the sense of seem, but rather appear in the sense of becomes visible. It appears, and then you choose from it. Gently apply would be to dab, I don't know, cotton ball or something. Bunny with a Brooklyn accent, right? Bugs Bunny speaks with a classic Brooklyn accent. And then supplementary result, an outgrowth or something? You can say, oh, this is an outgrowth. This is sort of a consequence of that other thing. It's a supplementary result. I don't know, maybe. I'm not certain that's right. Yeah, if you're in on something, you're privy to it. You're aware. You're let in on the secret. Schadenfreude source would be envy. Yeah, so Schadenfreude is that German concept by which you take pleasure in the misfortune of others. Years ago is once, and to riff like Ella Fitzgerald would be to scat, to sing, jazz singing style in which you use nonsense syllables. Rishi Sunak, former British PM, the previous one. And to gamble is to risk. Monomaniacal sea captain of literature would be, oh no, it's Ahab. Sorry, yeah, I had the wrong figure in my head, but yeah, Ahab is who we're looking for there, of Moby Dick, of course. And then, like a body temperature of around 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit would be normal. What about this? Like some cookies or ice cream treats, right? Okay, this is sort of, I think, lightly referencing the theme. So, chocolate coated. Okay, there we go. Which I don't really think you'd say Oreos are chocolate coated per se, but that's fine. I don't think this is actually officially part of the theme. I think it's just lightly referencing it. Scrumptious camp treat, s'more. There we go. Another thing that's kind of theme adjacent, maybe you could say. One-time Persian title, Shah, the deposed Shah of Iran. And then to cut down would be to hew a tree, for instance. An insect that farms aphids for their honeydew would be an ant. Really? Huh? You might ask. 15 to 29 for American Idol. Oh, I guess that must be, it didn't even occur to me that American Idol would have an age limit, but I guess it probably does. Okay, fashion icon Wang, Vera Wang. If one's badly beaten, one is, I'm not sure. What about this? Probably ends in ED, maybe? Oops. Blank Allen, jazz pianist. I can't think who that is offhand. Place in both the Quran and the Bible, Eden, probably. And then entered as data would be something in? Jerry Allen? Consequence. Oh, something effect. What about over here then? Substance in which many insects have been fossilized. Amber, as famously portrayed in Jurassic Park. Which is certainly how I first learned about that. A tree with papery bark would be the birch tree. And a famous film pooch is Toto from The Wizard of Oz. So we've got a tech bro, stereotypical Silicon Valley sort. And then sigma procedure in the Greek alphabet is rho. Okay. So if something's askew, it's off, maybe? Oh, yeah, this is after effect. So a consequence of something is an after effect of it. There we go. Okay. So sort of related to whatever that other thing we had was, an outgrowth. Okay, Big 12 athlete. Ute, maybe? Player from the University of Utah. Are they in the Big 12, maybe? Badly, yes. If a team is badly beaten, they've been routed, or an army in a battle or something. And then you entered data, you fed in. There we go. So, there we go. Okay, that was a very approachable Wednesday puzzle, I'd say, all things considered. And a nice theme referencing an extremely, one variant of a very classic New York Times crossword concept, the Oreo. In this case, the double stuff Oreo, or double stuff Oreos, the extra thick Nabisco treats hinted at 4 times in this puzzle. Very well constructed. We've got a nice illustration of the double stuff Oreos. Of course, containing doubled letters, which spell out stuff. So sort of in a visual rebus kind of way, implying double stuff. Very clever. And then the Oreo is implied by the black cell construction. It's very nicely done. As I say, it was pretty approachable as far as a Wednesday crossword goes, at least in my estimation. Let me know if you felt similarly in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server linked in the description field. But yeah, I think this was reasonably approachable as far as midweek puzzles go. I wonder if they try to avoid putting things like this that kind of slightly mess with the grid format on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know enough about the guidelines. I wonder if that's why maybe a slightly more solvable puzzle showed up on Wednesday. Anyway, no complaints from me. That's very, very funny, very good. And there we have it. And a few little slight nods towards the theme with things like chocolate coated and s'more. I know that Oreos aren't s'mores, but I don't know. It feels more than coincidental. But there we have it. That was the Wednesday crossword. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow when the theme takes a bit of a step up in complexity and difficulty, perhaps. We'll see. That's often what happens on Thursday. Join me for that and find out. Do consider subscribing to the channel on YouTube if you've been enjoying these videos. And I will be back tomorrow for that Thursday crossword. Join me. Until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Wednesday. Take care.